Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Katelyn from Katelyn Plans, and today I'm going to be making a social media goals insert for my 2022 planner, which I have yet to set up, but this is a piece that needs to get done before that. So I have my 2021 planner right here, and I did make a goals insert for 2021, and I have it right here. So I'm going to be kind of revisiting this and thinking through what I achieved on this, what I didn't achieve, and then setting some new goals for 2022. So I'm going to pop this off of the discs. I have just a blank sheet of dot grid paper from a guided journal from the Happy Planner, and that's what I'm going to be using as the basis for my 2022 goals. And then as for stickers, I have these two sheets from my own shop. So I have the 2022 sheet because I do want to use the year on here, kind of like I did on this one. And then I also grabbed this New Year's quote one because new planner who dis would be really cute on this, I'm thinking. But just kind of thinking through a new year, new goals kind of thing. And then I grabbed Wild Styled. This is the newer of the two Wild Styled books because it is a rose gold foiling, and it also has similar pink tones as the ones from my shop. So I feel like this will be good, and I didn't want to do something too seasonal. I wanted this to be something that'll last throughout the year. So I'm gonna kind of set this up and then reevaluate this when I'm filling it out. The very first thing I want to do with this is title it just 2022 goals because it's going in my social media planner. I don't really need it to say 2022 social media goals. I'll know it is social media goals due to the fact that it's in this particular planner. So putting 2022 up at the top, it's like a pink glittery kind of thing. And then I'm taking this sticker sheet from MU's Designs. I don't know if they have this one in their shop still. This is from when they were using bigger sized sticker paper. But this one is curly letters, and then I'm going to put goals right after this. I kind of like how the letters are a bit smaller than the numbers, so the numbers really stick out. And I did count ahead of time that I will have the right amount of letters on this sticker sheet, and I don't need to do any sticker surgery to make new letters that I don't have on the sheet. So this is going to say 2022 goals, and then underneath it, I do want to divide it out by the various social media platforms that I'm on. And that includes Etsy and YouTube, of course, because we're on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. 2022 goals. But before I divide it out into categories, I want to do more general, big picture goals up at the top. I think there's only one that I really want to include in that category right now, but it would be nice to have some space where I can put stuff that might apply to all of these platforms or even none of those platforms. I'm thinking I'm going to take this sidebar and just put it sideways. So it'll span across the page. It's a cute cheetah print, and I'll put it a little bit right aligned so I can stick some kind of decorative sticker to the left of that. I do have a bunch of those stars on here that could be kind of fun. They are really close to this, which is also that same glitter lettering, but the best way to predict the future is to create it. That could be fun. Or also the new planner who dis. That wouldn't be terrible to have up at the top. So I could layer it here. And then maybe a few of the little stars. So one here. And then this cluster of two down below it. It does need some stars over here to counterbalance, though, if I'm going to put stars on that side of the box. So I could do two of them maybe. There's some smaller ones on this sheet. So that. Okay, I like it. I feel this kind of purpley pink matches really well with the Wild Styled stickers. And my last goals insert wasn't double-sided or two-sided. This one I think I'm going to make double-sided. I'm using these boxes to mark my number one goal for each category. So on the front side, I want to do probably Instagram and YouTube, because those are my two primary social media platforms. And then on the back side, I'll do my Etsy shop and TikTok. So these will be my top goals for those categories. I do want to figure out a way to kind of divide it out and give them titles though. And I saw some cute little arrow stickers in here that might do the trick. Thinking about like these ones right here in this pink color. So like labeling this section Instagram, doing some bullet points, having the top goal there. I'm gonna move this up slightly though, so that there is noticeable space between these two, knowing that I will need to put a header down below this box to mark out the YouTube section. And I'm also probably gonna need to move those like 2 glitter stars just out of the way, because they're gonna be exactly where I want this header to go. So these guys are gonna just get out of the way for now. I'm trying to align this with the sticker below it. I think I did a pretty good job if it's like there. Yeah, that's not bad. I could just kind of stick this here and just crop it off the edge of the page. So it gives the illusion that there's 2 star stickers there. Similar to what I was going for in the first place. And now I have a little fragment that I can just use somewhere else. And then I have to repeat that down below, so giving a header for the YouTube section. Am I doing them in columns or am I doing them like horizontally? I think horizontally is kind of like the most rational way of doing this. So even though they're not going to be divided out, they're going to be like sectioned. Since I moved that star sticker, this one feels a little too cramped where it was at, so I'm just going to move it outwards a little bit more. I feel like that's a better placement on that. And I'm going to decorate the back side of this before I even get into filling out like the different goals. So I'm going to repeat that same kind of layout just on the back side of the sticker sheet. There is a lot of colorful boxes in this sticker book, which is amazing because you can never have too many colorful boxes. I'm going to start with this one over here, which will be my Etsy shop like main focus goal. And then I'll do this one down below for the TikTok one. And that one's going to go over this like smudge that's on the paper, making use of my stickers to kind of circumvent that. New headers for this page to just mark those things out. There's some fun quotes in here, but I do want to stick with the ones from the sheets from my shop because I feel like the colors will just like match a little bit better if I'm using them all from the same sticker sheet. Mimicking what I did on the front side with some more of these little header arrows. And I might even have room on the back side of this sheet to do like another miscellaneous section if I'm just doing like one major goal on that front one. So just gonna center this. Whatever, okay. I don't think there's bullet points in this sticker book. I could do like mild liner bullet points, which isn't like a terrible idea. But in theory, I'd like to have some bullet points. Not exactly bullet points, but I think this solution will work out as well. So I'm going to take some of these checklists, just plain black checklists, and I will cut them down so that they're just 3 bullet points. Make the spacing a little bit more comfortable. And I want them to have like a little bit of wiggle room on the ends. So I'm not cutting exactly next to the bullet points, but I feel like this looks good. So this one's going to go here, and if I need a second one, there is room to the right of it to put a second column. Repeating that process for the YouTube section down at the bottom. I have so many of these checklist stickers because I've kind of deconstructed all of my colorful boxes books and bound them into one of those make your own sticker book things. So while I have used a bunch of the colorful boxes, now it's just like empty sheets with checklists on them, and I'm trying my best to like make use of everything. I don't know if it's best to like have it closer to this box or like have it over here. If I have it over here, then there's like a weird middle area. So if I put it here, I could put like a decorative thing in this corner if I don't end up using all of this space. To start filling this out, the big goal that I have for this year is that I want to go wild in 2023. I wasn't able to make it this year, or I won't be able to make it in 2022 because I could not afford a ticket to go wild and I couldn't like take that much time off of school. But with my Etsy shop, I'm saving up money so that hopefully in 2023 I can see everyone at Go Wild. It hasn't even happened, like Go Wild 2022 hasn't even happened and I'm already feeling the FOMO because it's like everyone is going to Go Wild. So my like major goal is going to be save up enough money to Go Wild in 2023. So you won't see me at Go Wild 2022, unfortunately, and I know it's like very talked about because it's the return to normalcy Go Wild because like the past one and the rescheduling of it have been canceled. So I know this one's going to be a really big one and it's going to be hard to miss it, but I just was not able to do so this year. As a grad student, I do kind of live paycheck to paycheck, so something like this and paying for a flight and paying for a hotel room, and then people want to go to Disney World or Disneyland, whatever one's out in California, and I just don't have the disposable income for that. But with the startup of my Etsy shop, I think that this is a feasible goal for 2023. If I'm putting aside a set amount of profit each month, I can like start paying for like the tickets and stuff like that. And it would be fun to like go to their like small business summit that they have there and really kind of like figure out some ways to improve my own like sticker shop. So I'll consider it a business expense. So that's my like main goal. That's not related to any of the other social medias. Like in some way it's related to Etsy because I'm kind of putting money aside from that, but that is like the big goal. I'm pulling in last year's goals sheet and looking at the Instagram section, which I have yet to label. These should be labeled. Okay, we got Insta and YouTube. The biggest one I have here is reaching 10,000 followers on Instagram. That was a pretty big goal. And I was thinking like really large when I set these. So that didn't happen. But I do think that's going to be feasible in 2022. And now that they've kind of removed that perk of like once you hit 10,000 followers, you can use the link function in your stories. Now everyone can use that link function in their stories. There's nothing like really special about that number besides the fact that it's a nice round number. And I think I just like the fact that it's a nice round number. But that's going to be my first goal that I put under the Instagram category. So kind of transferring that over to here. The other thing that I have on here that is probably like more Instagram related would be participating in more community events. And this kind of spans across a few categories. But one of the things that I did set for 2021 was Share Sundays, where I was sharing posts in my stories of like spreads that really inspired me throughout the course of the week. But I wasn't very consistent in that. And now that I have an Etsy shop, I'd also like to be more active in sharing photos of spreads of people who used stickers from my shops, because like the people who make things with stickers from my shop, like their creations turn out amazing and I just want to share all of that. So I'm going to alter that a little bit more and tailor it towards Instagram and say like be more active in sharing posts using my stickers. And then I guess the other thing on this that was kind of like Instagram specific is making the Happy Planner Squad. And this is one that I'm actually not going to transfer over to 2022 for a number of reasons. And I think the main one being that I've put a lot of thought into like whether or not that's a goal that I'd like to pursue in this upcoming year. Obviously, there is time for me to change my mind if I do change my mind. But I put a lot of thought into thinking about this, and that was a little redundant, thought into thinking about this. But I think my rationale is that I've come really far in managing all of my like planner social media and have done so without like the help of a social media team such as this. So in itself, it is an achievement that I'm pretty like self-made on Instagram. And at this point, like I really do enjoy the freedom of kind of being able to post whatever I want and not being under any sort of contract that decides like what kind of content I need to be posting, if I need to be posting like a certain number of times a week for a brand, or if I need to like be advertising products that I don't even know what the products are before I like have them in my hands. So I think going forward, I'm going to continue to be using a lot of different brands and just kind of like feeling everything out. And I don't want to limit myself. And like, that's the choice for me. And like, I'm really only speaking about my own experience here. Like, these are my 2022 social media goals. And if your 2022 social media goal is to make the Happy Planner Squad, like, I wish you the best of luck. But after a lot of thought, like, I think I am very happy with where I'm at, and I don't need that external validation. Like, I think in 2021, one of my, like, main reasons for wanting to be on the Happy Planner Squad was because there is some sense of validation with that. Like, you're the, like, supposed, like, best of the best in the Happy Planner community, and everyone looks up to you, and, like, you get a lot of Instagram followers and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, I'm happy with the content that I'm making, and I don't really need anyone else's stamp of approval or a PR team to tell me that what I'm posting is, like, the best planner content out there, because at the end of the day, and I feel like I say that phrase a lot, the planner content I'm posting is the planner content for me, and that's all I need it to be. So this whole tangent aside, I'm not going to be moving this goal over to 2022. I do want to engage in more, like, brand opportunities or, like, sticker PR teams, but I want to do so at a smaller level and really, like, engaging with companies where I can, like, sort through the offers and pick the ones that are best for me. So I'm not going to put that over here, but I'm like, I think I want to do, like, something about, like, brand opportunities and PR teams, but I just can't put that into words at this point. I'm having a hard time, like, putting that goal into words. So I'm going to leave that bullet point blank and just kind of think about it. The one thing that I've struggled with in 2021 is responding to comments, which seems like a very simple thing to do, but I just push it off, and the comments are so meaningful to me. Like, I love seeing people engage with my content, and, like, I want to have conversations with you. There's just never enough hours in the day. And I often feel really guilty about not responding to people's comments, and I want to be able to respond to them all. And it's like, in my head, if I respond to one person's comment on a post and I don't respond to, like, someone else's, then I feel like I'm favoring people. So then I just respond to no comments, which is not a good way to run things. So my, like, major goal for 2022 is be more active responding to comments. But I think when I'm setting goals, I need to be more, like, intentional about setting quantitative goals. So, like, something like reach 10K followers. I know when I've hit that goal and I can, like, check it off. Something like this, be more active in sharing posts using my stickers. I can't quantify that. Like, what is to determine if I've been more active or not? So in retrospect, I should have written this a little bit differently, like, share stickers every Sunday, or share posts using my stickers every Sunday. And that way I could check it off. But this is a little bit more of a loosey-goosey goal. So I'm going to be more intentional with this box. And I'm going to say I'd like to spend 15 minutes every day responding to Instagram comments and DMs. That's another thing that I'm also not very good at keeping up with. So I'm going to write that in this special box over here. Moving down to the YouTube section of this goals sheet, I think my major goal, starting with the big picture, is that I would like to be posting videos on my channel 4 times a week. I know December has been an anomaly. Usually I post 3 times a week. In 2022, I want to post 4 times a week. And that's, again, another goal that I can, like, check off the box and be like, okay, I posted 4 times this week. And I, like, want to be able to do a variety of videos on here. Sometimes I feel like I'm just doing the same types of videos over and over again. So I want to be able to, like, add that extra video in. It's kind of like a wild card where it's, like, maybe not a plan with maybe it's, like, some other kind of content. So YouTube videos 4 times a week. As for the 2021 goals, what I had set up for that was monetizing my YouTube channel, which meant hitting 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 public watch hours. And my other goal up here was 1,000 YouTube subscribers. I did hit that, and I was very proud of that accomplishment. And I'm actually kind of I'm thinking my first YouTube paycheck is gonna roll out at the end of December, which I am like, it's just so surreal to like think about the fact that I can like actually get paid to make videos and do my planning. But that one I can check off the list, so I don't need to move that one over. The other one that I had in this community events thing was collabs. And when I started 2021, I had a big goal of doing one collab video a month. And that kind of dropped off. And I really enjoyed doing all those collab videos. So that's going to be the first thing on my YouTube goals thing, is one collab video a month. The second thing that I have as a YouTube goal is showing my face more often in my videos, which is something I rarely do because it takes time to like put makeup on and like clean up my space to like make it like video ready. But that's something that I want to do, is like show my face more on YouTube. But again, we want to make these goals that I can like, you know, check it off when I know that I've done it. So I'm going to start very broadly, and I'm going to follow lead with the collab video. So in addition to one collab video each month, I want to do one video with like my face in it each month. And that could be something like a Q&A, or like, I don't even know, but we'll start with that kind of concept. And then my final YouTube goal is that I would eventually like to upgrade the audio on my like recording setup. I'm just filming on my iPhone right now, and sometimes I find the like sound to be a little bit echoey, so I'd like to save up to get some kind of like nice audio recording setup and like figure out and put some time into like really thinking about like how audio works in the like YouTube world. So that'll be my last goal. Does equipment have a T in it? 2 T's in it? I don't think it does. I put 2 T's in it. So I'll deal with that off camera. I'll just white out one of them. And by one of them, I mean the one that's wrong, not the one at the end. So those are my YouTube goals. Flipping the page over, we've got another nice blank side of this. I'm going to fill out the headers first. And before I even like plan with this, I am flipping back. I know, a little wishy-washy on my part, but I want to add some more like decoration to this in this corner. I want to do some more of these star stickers, just because like I feel like if I have decoration at the top of the page, I should have some decoration down here as well. So a few more little star stickers to motivate me to get through these goals. Accomplishing them should be enough motivation all in itself, but some glittery star stickers never hurt. Okay, this is looking really pretty. So flipping back to the side, I need to get those checklists set up like I did on the front side, and I'm going to do one of those for each of these categories, and I'll be back in a second. That's all set up and looking pretty, and I'm going to put this off to the side again because I have covered everything that was on here. Neither of these social media channels existed when I made this goal sheet. So starting this off, I want to put another quote on here, and I'm deciding between the best way to predict the future is to create it, or your past is not your future. I feel like this is a good one. And the rest of these stickers I'm going to put towards my New Year's spread, so saving them for that. But this is just going to go down here in the miscellaneous section. A few more stars to make it match the front, but also because you can never go wrong with more stickers. So I'm going to put like one up there, and then this last one will have to go somewhere because I can't leave it lonely on the sheet. Just go like over here is good. Now to think about goals for my Etsy shop, my top goal is to actually branch out from Etsy and start my own website. And I'm thinking that I want to keep the Etsy shop in addition to that, but the fees on Etsy are kind of high. So having my own website would be nice, and then I'd be able to like incorporate different elements over there, like even like blog posts or stuff like that. I don't know if I want to get into like blogging, but the option is nice. And then like having my own domain set up would also be like something that I think is worthwhile for the future. So this big goal is going to be start my own website for my shop. And then the other goal that's like a pretty I would say this is my other like big goal for Etsy would be offering some kind of new product. And the ideas that I have in mind are like the ones that we've seen throughout like all the other shops that exist on the market. I'm already doing like planner stickers and die cuts, like the vinyl die cuts. But in 2022, I'd like to be able to do either like a washi tape or some kind of like notepad or daily planner pad thing. I've always wanted to do that, like a notepad. So that's going to be my first goal in the Etsy category. And then my second goal is that I'd like to be able to ship to all 50 states. And then in addition to that, I'd like to open up shipping to more countries internationally. So outside of continental North America. So those are my other two things. They are linked, but I want to use both of the bullet points because I don't have another one that would go under the Etsy section. And if you're someone who lives outside of North America and you would be interested in having stickers from my shop shipped to you, let me know like what countries you'd like me to make available. It's a matter of just like researching rates and figuring out how like different import taxes work, but I can definitely make that a possibility. So you can even help me with my goal if you want to tell me a country that I should ship to. So moving down, I am fairly new to the whole TikTok game, and I don't have like a lot of thoughts about like goals for this. I think the only thing that I really want to do with the TikTok channel is posting on TikTok 3 times a week. I've been trying to post twice, but I've been building up that platform a little bit more. So that's going to go in the box over here, and then I don't know what to put over here. Well, actually, I think I know one of the things I want to put over here. So as it currently stands, I've been posting most of, if not all, of the videos that I post on TikTok over to Instagram Reels as well. So essentially the same like content on both platforms. But I think I'd like to make some more content that's exclusive to TikTok. Give you a real reason to get over there and follow me on that platform. So in some ways, like, I think that would be a good first goal for this list, is like TikTok exclusive content. And like the obvious starting place in my mind for that would be like videos of spreads before the pen or like after the pen, because I do post like static images of those on my Instagram account, but I'm not posting those over on TikTok. So if someone's following me just on TikTok, like they're not seeing like the full like catch-all spreads or anything. It's mainly just content in my daily planner. So that would be an idea for like content that I wouldn't reshare on Instagram because I've already posted the photograph of it. So that's my first like goal over on TikTok, but I don't really have much beyond that. And I can always build off of this list as needed. But moving down to this miscellaneous section, I would love to attend an in-person planner meetup, especially as things are starting to like calm down. And I couldn't make that a goal last year. Like community was a goal last year, but I'd like to meet like not even like going to like a huge like meetup of like 50 people, but being able to meet 1 or 2 planner friends in person would be like a very nice goal for me. So I'm gonna just start small, meet a planner friend in person. And I already have some like plans for next summer when my planner bestie M is getting married, so that might check off that box, but keeping that in there. And then I don't know, I feel like this is another area where I could kind of expand as the year goes on. So, I mean, we're leaving some room for growth in these goals, but I think I have like a nice structure, and I don't want to set too many goals because then I'm going to get overwhelmed. And like also thinking about like the way that I'm prioritizing these different categories. So obviously these ones are going to have more goals than like TikTok, which is kind of like my least active platform. So 2022 goals. Gonna go ahead and actually I'm not gonna pop this onto the discs because it needs to go in the planner that I'm gonna set up for 2022. So I guess I'm just gonna put it off to the side after this video. So we have day 9 of Planmas complete, and it is my 2022 goals insert. I loved creating this and I think it's really pretty. I was not a huge fan of the aesthetics of my last year goal insert. Like, I get what I was going for. Yeah, they're goal setting stickers, but the blue and yellow, it's not really me. This is more me. So I'm happy to have something that matches my personality a little bit closer, and to have reevaluated some of these things and worked through the ideas of what I want to like set out for in 2022. Hopefully, most of these things will be achieved by the time that I make another one of these inserts on my channel. And if I've achieved a lot of them, maybe by like mid next year, I'll be able to do like a reevaluating video where I like reset this, like a goal refresh kind of video. But I'm gonna call it done on this. I'm happy with the way that it turned out. If you liked this video, hit that like button down below. You can also subscribe to my channel for more fun planner related content, and follow me on Instagram at Katelyn Plans, where I share after the pen photos as well as photos of spreads that did not get videos. Thanks for watching and happy planning.